What people don't know is that the simple everyday things they do contribute to water pollution. One of the ways is by contaminating and putting harmful substances into sewage and wastewater.
Sewage and wastewater causes water pollution by flushing unnecessary trash into the toilet or even throwing away items into the wrong trash container. Wastewater and sewage are caused by adverse affected quality anthropogenic influence. Scientists measure it by the mass of trash flushed out into the ocean. We can reduce sewage and wastewater by not flushing toxic things to the ocean.
Urban development causes water pollution by urbanizing. A major pollutant of this would be watershed. It affects people because Great Lakes cities are still not safe for swimming and do not have fishes that are completely safe to eat, or do not support diverse biological communities. Scientists have actually found a way to reduce by starting up a multi-billion-dollar investment in reducing the use of those influential bacteria. We can reduce unwanted pesticide and use a fertilizer. Also, another way to keep roadways and walkways swept and clear of soil, grass, and debris.
The burning of fossil fuel, especially from transportation, is another form of water pollution.
Burning of fossil fuels causes water pollution by burning coal, which is released into the atmosphere. It affects everything because being released into the atmosphere, which also contains carbon. Scientists have measured the use of fossil fuel by measuring the ozone with Dobson units. We can reduce these fossil fuels emissions by driving less and installing solar panels.
One last contribution to the polluting of water is animal waste, especially from our pets.
Animal waste causes water pollution by having the rain wash away the droppings on the animals. A major common pollutant of this would be manure. It affects many people by giving them a common disease, Sauropotassium. Scientists have regulated the exposure of this manure by properly stored and used manure can be a valuable resource. We can work to reducing the amount given by managing the amount of food given to cows.
Non-point source is also a pollution that is widely spread and distributed throughout the environmental elements. An example of non-point source pollution is oil, grease, runoff, and toxic chemicals.
A point source is a source of energy such as light or sound that could be regarded having negligible dimensions. It is also can be identified confined source from which a pollutant is discharged or emitted. As example, point source pollution include discharges from wastewater treatment plants, operational wastes from industries.
One law that governs the quality of water includes the Safe Drinking Water Act, also known as SDWA of 1974. This law authorizes EPA to establish minimum standards to protect tap water and requires all owners or operators of public water systems to comply with these primary health laws.
Another law is the Clean Water Act of 1987, also known as CWA. CWA is a primary federal law in the United States governing water runoff and toxic pollutants in order to maintain the chemical and physical and biological integrity of the natural waters.
What we put into our water is what we put into our bodies. Is being so careless with water really worth it?